I'm not gonna flip out like everybody thinks I am. All I want to know is, who's coming with me? Come on. Who's coming with me? That's Jerry Maguire, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering. I just, for whatever reason, my brain said do it, so I said okay, and I did it, and it probably wasn't even really all that funny. But with that being said, let's talk about how we're going to get motivated for this Monday. Who's coming with me? So, let's talk about your workout protocols for today. So, on this Monday, we got 2 sections of exercise. You guys got yourself a fun chop 6-minute finisher at the end. That's what it looks like in the big grand scheme of the picture. Now let's talk about all the fun details that we're putting inside the picture. So, your first section of exercise is going to be very much like your second section of exercise. You have 5, 3, 3 when it comes to the number of rounds or sets that you are doing. So you're going to do everything 3 times, and then the last 2 rounds or sets is going to be of your top exercise. The same thing goes for your second section. You're going to do 3 rounds of everything, and then you're going to do the last 2 rounds of that top exercise. Once you're done with that, then you're going to come to the end of your workout where we get the heart rate up just a little bit for fun. Fun. Yeah, fun. So you have 2 exercises. It's 3 rounds worth of work, 40 seconds work with a 20-second rest. It's very simple and very straightforward when it comes to that aspect of the protocol. Once again, 5, 3, 3. Second section, 5, 3, 3. Last section, 2, 3, 40, 20. That's all the simple math for today. Now, let's talk about all the exercises that you're going to be performing for today. Now that we're done talking about that protocol. All right, guys. As we always do with every one of our fun videos and every one of our fun protocols, you guys know how our system works here, especially if you've been here for any length of time. You guys come to the door, I greet you with the hey, or I just kind of give you the cold shoulder, whatever makes me happy. You guys come in the door, and then once we get done with the warm-up, then we get right into the workout. So today, inside of your workout, we're going to talk about the first section of exercise. Your first 3 exercises, which you're going to do 5, 3, 3, so it's 3 rounds of everything. And then the last 2 rounds of the first section, you're going to do the top exercise. Your top exercise for today is a hand plank with a row. This time we're not going to do it from the ground. I do want you to elevate yourself into a different position. So today's protocol, so with the hand plank with a row, you do have to use a bench or a chair. And if you're using a chair, please push that chair up against the wall so you have a little bit more bracing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a regular bench that we have here at the office. All right, back it up. That's what we do, back it up. That's right. Anyway. So, what you're going to do is, like I said, you are going to use a bench, or even better, you can use a couch too if you have a couch. But what you're going to do, the thing I want you to do, is I want you to get, like I said, I want you to be elevated for this actual thing. So this way, we engage more core. This way also we can focus on using more of your core in order to keep you stable during the course of the exercise. So this will also translate over to 2-point rows or even bent over rows in the future. So I'm going to grab this kettlebell here. Grab my fun skull guy friend, and then what you're going to do is, like I said, you're going to elevate, feet between hip and shoulder width apart, make sure to squeeze your stomach. You're going to do 5 on one side, you're going to switch it out, 5 on the other side. And remember, with this one, like I said, I want you to be elevated for this one. So this way, like I said, we get a little bit more core activation out of it. Also, it allows us to use a little bit heavier of a weight. And then it will also take a lot off of the shoulders for that specific exercise. So once you guys are done with that, oh, I'm sorry. If you guys can't do that, that's okay. Walk your feet forward, parallel yourself, or let's say perpendicular your body where your legs are kind of straight and your body's flat. And then at that point, like I said, do like a 3-point row if it's too much on the core. The next thing you guys have after that is a single arm clean. So, your single arm clean, what you guys are doing, I'll show you with the kettlebell, because usually what I do is I get everybody to do it with a dumbbell, or you can do it, I'll say for those of you guys that are still doing this stuff at home, You can do it with a bag of groceries. You can do it with a, excuse me, you can do it with anything that you can just put inside of your hand. Yeah, anything you can put in your hand and hold that's kind of hefty, you can use it as a weight. So, I'm going to show you with the kettlebell what you're doing here. You're just going to take it up, and when you clean, all you're doing is you're bringing it straight from between your knees, or from the floor in this instance, up to your shoulder position. So you'll see here, I just drop it straight down, straight back up, straight down, straight back up. You're going to do 12 on one side, 12 on the other side. If that's too hard to do, that's okay. Just do bicep curls. That's cool too, because the bicep is a large part of, or not actually the bicep, actually the hip is the large part of that. But like I said, if you can't, then just curl, curl, 12 on each side. That's another cool thing to do. So once you guys are done with that, the third exercise inside of your first section of work is the skater. So you're going to start feet between hip and shoulder width apart. And then you're going to step. So I step to the right and then lean my left leg back, putting all the pressure on the front leg. Then I'm going to step to the left, same thing. Right, left, right, left. Excuse me. Just like that, back and forth for 3 sets of 12. If that's too much on your hip, ankle, or knee, that's okay. You're going to start here. Bang, 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 bang. Just touching those ankles together, just like that. Touching ankles, ankle touches. Just like that. There's your alternates. That's the end of section 1. Now that you guys are done with that, let's talk about section 2. Yeah! No pause, no break, no even interesting slide, fade, or chop socky stuff that I would normally do inside of this edit. I'm just going straight into it. So, the next thing you guys have is the wall sit. That's right, I said it, wall sit. So come with me so I can show you the wall sit. Come with me if you want to learn about the wall sit. All right, so cool. So we'll do it like this time. All right, so wall sit. Try to plant your feet. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Okay, you can see me. So, planting your feet, what you guys are going to do from here, making sure that your butt and your lower back are actually pressed up against the wall. That's where you want to be at. And then what you're going to do is then you're going to bend the knees until they're parallel with the ground. And then from there, you're just going to hold it for, what do I have on the board? 30 seconds. So you're just putting on a timer, looking at the clock, whatever it is you need to do, holding this position right here for 30 seconds. When you're done with that, then you're going to get up. You're going to get up, and then I'm going to take you back over there, and then we're going to talk about next 2 exercises. Now, if the wall sits too much, that's okay. You can just do body weight squats for 30 seconds if you want to do that. You can do reverse lunges for 30 seconds if you want to do that. And that's, like I said, if it's just too tough to do that exercise, that's okay. There's always an alternate, guys. So, with that, let's put everything back in frame. Hey! So, now that you guys are done with that, the next thing you guys have is the open-close crunch. With the open-close crunch, you can do this with or without weight. I'm going to show you without weight, just because it's so much simpler to do it that way. So, here we go. Just like so. Oh my gosh! So, your open-close crunch, you start off with your legs extended out, hovering above the ground, hands above your head, tummy, and then you're going to bring your elbows and knees together. Elbows and knees together, back and forth. You're going to do 12 of those. If that's too much to do, that's okay. You can always plant your feet on the ground and keep them bent instead of extending them out, and still do the same thing. Knees and elbows, knees and elbows. If that's too much, that's okay, guys. You can always, hands flat, reach for your ankles. Reach for your ankles for a set of 12. Cool? Cool. So, now that you guys have done those 2 exercises, I got one more exercise inside of section number 2 that I want you guys to do, and that's the windmill. Once again, I'm going to show you without weight, because it's honestly just easier to show you without weight, and then just say, put it in this hand, or put it over there, or whatever the case is. That and, if it's just too much with the weight, you can actually go through the actual motion of it with just stretching through that plane This way, helping increase the strength and stability of that joint while you're working it. So the next thing, actually that would be with weight. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. My dyslexia kicked in. Thank you, government schools. So what you guys have next is the windmill. So the windmill, what you're going to do is you're going to turn your feet in whichever direction you want to turn your feet. The idea is you're going to keep your chest forward, so nipples to the front, nipples front, that's what you're doing. Front nips, front nips. Yeah, front nips, feet to the side. It's like for this video, it's off to the right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that right hand, and then you're going to aim to reach for your ankle. And what you're going to do is you're also going to push the left hip backwards like in a deadlift. So right hand to right ankle for the deadlift. And if you need to, you can always bend that front knee in order to bend down further. Bend that front knee in order to bend down further. So you're going to do 12 on one side, you're going to switch it out. Same thing, pushing the hip back, 12 on the other side. Now, when you're doing the weight, whichever way your feet are turning, you're going to put it in that hand. So if you're going to have it, excuse me. So if you're going to turn your feet to the left, you have it in the left hand. Turn your feet to the right, in the right hand. So once you guys are done with the first two sections of exercise, then what we're going to do, look, you know what, no cuts today. We're just going to go straight to section 3. Straight to the finish. No cuts. Yeah. Just one take wonder this whole thing. That's what we're going to do. Because I don't care about my bloopers, and yeah, it's cool. You guys know me by now, and you guys know I'm kind of ridiculous, and I believe in being authentic. This is who I really am. This is how I would talk to you if you were here. Enough about this, let's talk about that. The last two exercises you guys are going to perform, this is your finishing section. What you guys are going to do is you guys are going to do jump ropes and mountain climbers. You have 3 rounds worth of work. It's 40 seconds work with a 20-second break. You can either set your timer on your phone, your tablet, or on your smart TV, or you can always just watch your clock on your wall, especially if you're fortunate that you have the second hand that runs around and you can see it turning, whatever the case is. At that point in time, you can time it just like that. I honestly prefer using an app. This way you have noises and dings and things to kind of let you know when you're supposed to start and when you're supposed to stop. So the first thing you guys are doing is the jump rope. You have a couple of different versions of this, obviously with or without the rope. I'll show you without, and then you just add it in. So you're just jumping, 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 jumping. 40 whole seconds of doing this exercise, and then that's that. Now, if you can't do that part, that's cool. Like, you don't like jumping rope? Fine, do jumping jacks. So, jumping, 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 jumping for 40 seconds. Now, if jumping is just too much to do, that's okay. You can always do jumping jacks. Just like that. Cool? Cool. Now that you guys are done with that, the next thing you guys have are mountain climbers. So with the mountain climber, I'm going to show you the 2 different versions as a general rule that everybody do. The first one's from the ground. So it's hands on the ground, and then what you're going to do is you're basically just going to run in place, just like so. Now, if it's too much to get to the ground, that's okay. Just elevate the body. Now, elevating the body, much like the first exercise inside this entire thing, what you're going to do is hands on a bench, on a chair, or on a couch. Same thing. Bam, 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 bam. 40 seconds work with a 20-second rest. Thank you guys, as a general rule, as always. Thank you for watching all these videos. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. Thank you guys very much for continuing to work out, continuing to move, and continuing to help bolster your immune system during everything that we're doing here. Hopefully you guys are getting plenty of water, you're eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, lean meats, eggs. Hopefully you guys are getting plenty of rest, and you're stretching, and you're getting lots and lots of love, and you're moving love out in the world, and all kinds of good things are starting to happen for you. With that being said, as always, I'm doing this as a free service to you, so please continue to share the love and spread the love, much like we are giving the love to you. All I want you to do is like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your friends. family, loved ones. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, please feel free to hit us up on the Facebook, on the Instagram, on here on the YouTubes, or email or telephone if you guys have our phone number. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.